Poker isn't just about cards or chips. It's about how you handle yourself. Some weeks, you run pure. Others, test every ounce of patience and perspective you've got. This week reminded us that mindset isn't just a buzzword. It's a skill. One that decides whether you spiral or stay grounded. Wins, losses, lessons. They all have a purpose. We're Laurel and Rachel. Poker is our passion, but balance is our goal. At Purposeful Poker, we're sharing the grind, the growth, and the intentional choices that help us thrive at the tables and in life. I am going to try and grind some cash, hopefully for only a couple hours. The goal, I want to play the 600 at the Venetian tomorrow. It's a little bit above our cap that we've set for ourselves for, proper bankroll management. But the goal tonight is between a little cash and some video poker to hopefully get that buy-in. So let's get in there and get it. So this was pretty early on in the session, and I had 2 black 6s. And they were already getting a little sick of me because I was raising quite a bit. But I don't know. It's cash, and I'm here to make some money, real quick. Get in, get out. Let's go.
Got it.
We're bloating pots in the hopes that we win them,
Excellent.
Yeah. And then he raises me, and then I flop mid-set, but it's a monotone board. So, but you think that matters? No.
Absolutely not. Fine, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. So I check because I know that he's gonna do a, standard C bet.
Do you check raise?
Oh, of course.
I just, I thought I knew the answer. I just wanted to make sure. I was going to judge you if you didn't.
225. I was like, let's go, baby. And then this guy tanks for forever.
Oh my God.
No, it was
just tanking.
Yeah, it was.
This
brutal.
is a 1-3, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's go.
Yeah. Yep. I know. I kept looking around for the cameras.
Are we on the feature?
Are we on the feature? I wasn't aware.
Do you need camera time?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not happy.
No,
with the call.
begrudgingly calls. And then,
How long does this take? This?
not quite as long. But,
Okay, good.
But still a little bit, because big decisions, guys. Just, life-altering decisions. Clock.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Okay, he folds.
Yep.
All right, heads up.
And straight came in. Board does not pair.
So can you get value?
That's what I was trying to figure out, because obviously he had a high pocket pair with a diamond.
Yeah.
If you have queens or higher, then I'm definitely getting paid.
And they're only 3-betting you in 1-3 with queens or higher.
Yeah. And a lot of times not even that, but
yeah, sometimes jacks. And now he's gonna tank.
for forever.
Oh, for sake, man.
He was a young kid, and you could tell that he hadn't played too much. And so I kind of get it. Especially when you first start playing, you remember you get super married to your high pocket pairs, and you just, it's tough to lay them down. And
But he makes a good fold.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does.
All right.
He did say that he had jacks with a jack of diamonds. So, yep. But
So you got the most value you could have gotten.
Yep.
So excellent.
And I knew I didn't want a diamond, but we managed to fade that and scooped a nice pot.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stack for the day.
Yeah. Today is the $600 ultimate bounty at the Venetian. It is the ultimate bounty because in the beginning, the bounties are $100. So if you knock someone out, you get a $100 chip. After it becomes a $500 bounty. So there's a lot of incentive to run deep because that's where the money is. You do want to get there early because each chip is so valuable. We are going to be aggressive and we are bounty hunting. So let's do it.
All right, here's another one of my favorite places in Vegas.
Dude, when they talk about the poker grind, this is what they mean. Today was it. Today was the grind of all grinds. I am exhausted. Over 10 hours of tournament poker, and aside from redlining, I won a total of 5 hands. And somehow I managed to still, like, in those 5 hands, spin it up enough to hang around just to get my hopes up. Some days, it's just not your day. Sometimes you just lose. Sometimes it's a lot tougher than it is on other days. Just when I think that it's like the toughest day that I've had, then another one comes along that's like, hold my beer. But somehow we are still smiling, because I still love this beautiful, terrible, complex, intricate, complicated game. Thank goodness for the fishy slot. Wasn't a complete loss today. Got a lot of experience, good connections, you know, the good things. So we're just gonna focus on that. And today was a good day. Not monetarily, but today was a good day.
Do you remember when I said that when I play against pros, I get stupid? Tell me why we're buying in for a satellite to win a seat where all I'm going to do is play against
Because
pros.
iron sharpens iron, and we're gonna get better by hanging out with the Sharky Sharks.
Well, I just went in there because I saw that Victoria is playing and I wanted to say hi to her, and I saw Landon Tice and Lucky Chewy and
Okay, I do think that this is hilarious that you convinced me to buy into a tournament where the reward is another tournament that I'm so fond of right now.
Yay! But it's like
Where's
a free
the
roll
cash table?
because
It's
this
not
is
a free roll. Nothing's a free roll anymore.
it's almost a free roll because it's $380 for the satellite, right? And if you win, you get a $3,300 ticket to play in the PGT. But if you register early for that one, they give you a rake back of $200.
Do they? If you get the Sadie
Yes.
seat?
Yes, so it's
okay.
only
All right.
$180.
However,
so-
it is incredibly bold of you to think that we're actually getting a seat into this thing.
I'm optimistic, so might as well try.
That's all we do. Just keep swinging.
All right, so this is fun because we start at essentially the final table of the milestone, and there's 6 of us left and 4 milestones.
Oh.
So, and there were 3 people that had chip stacks under me.
Oh.
So
That's a beautiful spot.
so we're absolutely we're folding.
Yeah.
We're folding essentially everything
Right.
because it was clear that these guys didn't know how to play milestones because they were looking at jams and counting their stack to see if they call and win if it makes them the milestone.
Oh, wow.
So-
okay.
And then Brian, off in the corner, he was the only one who noticed that I was just folding everything.
Mhm.
And he took advantage because he started out as a very small stack. So he took advantage of me folding everything.
Okay.
And then I took advantage of him building a stack off the other guys. So
Sure.
it was very symbiotic.
Nice.
And it was wonderful. I did have to shove twice in that whole time.
Okay.
Jack 10 suited, you saw, and then there was another one where I called a shove. I mean,
Yeah.
most of them, thank God, were easy to
Right.
hold. But then,
Yeah, the king queen off and
Ugh,
the suited
this-
ace wheels. That's just heartbreaking.
Painful.
Yeah.
painful.
But we understand the assignment.
Brian ended up getting the milestone.
Okay.
So now there's 5 of us left with 3.
Oh, okay.
I did have to call this jam,
Mm-hmm.
but I ended up doubling.
Worked out.
Yeah. So I had to. There was nothing else. And plus, this is one of the guys that was really making egregious calls.
Okay.
He's the next person to
So
bust.
you're light years ahead of his
Yeah.
his shoving range there
Yeah.
anyways.
So I literally just need 2 of these guys to bust,
Okay.
and then we win essentially $3,300, which that guy us. He had a huge stack when he started that table.
Yeah.
Now there are 3 milestones left and only 4 of us at the table. Again, folded everything. And then she busts. So it was pretty clear that most people don't know how to play and not that I'm an expert either, but if you're not an expert and you're playing something like this and you don't have to amass chips, you just have to survive, you just play a whole different kind of game.
Right. I fired the same tournament and I obviously didn't make it anywhere near as far as you did because ran into a cooler because they don't know how to play these things, but it was really, really fascinating, I think is the correct term, just as to like their thought process. And they're putting way too much emphasis on the milestone EV and not enough on like just survive.
And the milestone is like crazy difficult because you have to 10x your stack in a turbo tournament, and that's almost impossible to do.
So tough to do in a regular tournament, let alone something.
I mean, nobody even hit the milestone till there was only a few tables left anyway, because there's not enough chips
in play
to actually make it. So people are making these moves to try and get this milestone number when it's kind of unnecessary. And so I literally had like average chips the whole time. I didn't do anything crazy. I just kind of played until the end, and then I shut that down. We're here at Venetian for my biggest buy-in tournament to date. I have played a 3K before, and I satellited into that one too, but I played like dog shit. Like, it was maybe 3 years ago, and I let it being a 3K really get to me, and there were a lot of things that I do differently now and that I've learned now, so I feel okay about this one. I have 0 expectations. I'm just going to take this as a massive learning experience, and hopefully I bag tonight. Registration is just ending, and I have not made a hand in like 5 levels. I just chipped down until I defended my big with pocket 5s against a new player that just came in, and I was down till 20 big blinds, and the flop was 10-5-3 rainbow. So he c-bets kind of large for the pot, 3K, and I have a little over 20K behind, so I'm not really sure what sizing to use, but he bet big, so I think he likes his hand. So I just put half my stack in, a little less than half, 10K, and he ships it. I call, he had ace 10, so got a double there. But yeah, I mean, I'm just hanging around. About 70 people left, and I think like 20-ish will bag. So I have 30 big blinds, so I can't just sit around and do nothing, but I need to start making some damn hands. So we'll see.
Some new poker talent in the building right here.
Love it. Giacomo Puzzi is joining us. Now that's a name. Little Italian flair on our feature table.
Oh, this is a painful one to relive. So painful, but I wanted to show a lot of these hands at the feature table. This is, I think, every hand that I actually played. I'll put a link to the stream in the description, but this is a really good example of how one hand changes everything. I made a lot of good jams. I mean, I show up to the feature table with the tiniest of stacks against these pros that are just so good at what they do.
But it's not the size, it's how you work it.
Yeah. And I feel like I worked it pretty well.
You did great.
And it was nice going back and watching the commentary, and every hand I played seemed to be the right move. Even when I folded the queen in the
Queen 6 off in the small blind, yes.
I wanted to shove that so bad. Everything inside, like I looked at it and I know that this is a shove. I know that it is. But something
that instinct
said no.
Yeah.
And that's why you see me grimace. Okay. And I'm just like, no, yeah, this isn't the one.
Yeah.
And intuition
Okay.
into it. And you hear him tell me that he was kicking me under the table. If only he actually was. But they were so nice. They were so nice.
Well, I love that you're trusting yourself again,
Yeah.
you know, like because you were struggling with that for a minute and
Yeah.
relying on your instinct, and you're just like, whatever my instinct says, I do the opposite, or when I feel like I do listen to it, it's the wrong mistake, you know, and
Yeah, that's been my curse for a while. And being on the feature table was also hard because I knew everyone was going to see this, and folding ace 6 off in early position with sub 10 big blinds, like typically you should be shoving that, but given the scenario that we were on the bubble, and I haven't studied bubble play so much and super ICM, but I kind of just knew that wasn't the right fold, and I thought, well, if it's the wrong fold, then I'll look a little stupid, and it is what it is. But I'm not going to play this hand.
Right.
Luckily, I did have it, and even this Queen Jack hand, I knew that I don't need to shove a hand this strong.
Yeah.
And let's see. And thank God, because he would have snapped me with ace 10 suited, and I would have been out of the turn. I mean, not that it mattered.
Spoiler.
Anyway, it was the right play.
So many people misunderstand or don't realize how much playability you still have with sub 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just fold or shove. There is a lot of maneuverability in that, and I think this is a perfect example. Very well played.
Thank you. So yeah, we made some good plays.
You got better holdings to fold out a lot of times.
Nice.
You know, like you were pipped like 3 or 4 times with better aces.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so it's like you were jamming when you needed to jam, and you were raising off of a sub 10 big blind stack when you needed to be doing that. So no, it was very good. Those are the
Until
takeaways.
this last. But if you hear Tristan talking in the previous clip, he's asking when I folded the ace 6 from early position, he's, do I have enough of a stack to make it to the money? And that is exactly what was going through my head in this hand, that I don't think I could have made it another round. Like it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And I see King Jack, and it's just kind of like, well, and I didn't even really think, if I had taken the time to really think and not be concerned with playing fast because I'm on stream or this or that, like I may have noticed that he was super short behind me, super dumb of me. So I could have folded that hand if I took a minute to think Hickey is not opening nearly as much as LaPlante and Moreno were and McEwen were. Like he wasn't opening as much as they are. He's first to act. He's got a strong holding. I could have thought of those things, and I just kind of spazzed.
Well, there was so many external circumstances going into this too, because like the lights are brighter, you're in a fishbowl because you're literally behind glass, you have no idea what's going on in the rest of the tournament at all, and you have, you know, who knows how many hundreds, thousands pairs of eyes on you at that moment. And
and I'm a serial tanker in these spots.
Right.
Short stack on the bubble, I will tank. I don't care.
Right.
But I didn't feel it. And even Mel gave me a pep talk before I went on there. She said, don't forget to tank. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I tanked for like 10 seconds. And I was like, okay, that's good enough.
Yeah.
But
Next
that
time?
hand cost me $6,000. The ICM of that hand was $6,000.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
And if you see the chart, King Jack off is a pure, like not even close to be. It's not even like a question. It's a pure fold with my stack. I mean, I had, what did I have? Less than 5 big blinds, but it's still a pure fold.
Yeah. But
so
what are mistakes?
Opportunities to learn.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in school.
Right. So this was, you know, from a financial standpoint, this was a costly opportunity. However, it's not like this is going to be your last one.
That's damn right.
We're going to be back here.
you're gonna have another chance, and guess what? You won't be shoving over and under the gun open on the stone bubble with less than 5 bigs with a couple of broadways anymore. Will you?
Yeah, no,
You know?
I'm not.
So, no, it's only a mistake if we don't learn from it.
Yeah.
So
I definitely learned.
yeah. So it's okay. So how many of my final tables have you been at since we moved to Vegas?
Multiple. I was at the Horseshoe. The Daily Deep Stack. I was there.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess I'm forgetting that I actually make final tables. All right.
I played one tournament this year.
Yes, one tournament. And how's it going?
Final table.
So annoying. So annoying. That's okay. We have cheesecake though. So 7 left, and yeah. This non-tournament player is 4 cards. Just finaling tables. 4 cards. 4 cards. More fun.
More cards, more fun.
Today is the Orleans Sunday Special. It's a $200 buy-in with a $100 add-on. 25K starting stack for the $200 buy-in. And then you get an additional 25K for your $100 add-on. So here's the deal. I have been feeling very unlucky lately. Losing a lot of flips, 80-20s, 90-10s, things where I'm a massive favorite, and I'm just wallowing in how unlucky I am and how bad I run and blah, 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 blah. And we're over that. Because that's nonsense. Just like with everything else in life, poker ebbs and flows, and there's highs, there's lows, and we need to really focus on the highs when they are there. They're so easily forgettable. Even yesterday, forgot about a final table that I had fairly recently had. So we're gonna stop with the pity party. We're gonna stop saying we run bad, because that's just throwing that out into the universe, and we're just gonna lean into the positivity that is legitimate and real and is inside me. I have 8 of diamonds on the button. It was kind of goofy because it's still the early levels. Blinds are 400, 800, 800. And so there's still a lot of limping. And I kind of like to limp as well behind in these spots with suited connectors.
Hell yeah.
Like there's no reason to bloat pots, and they're still gonna call with even worse holdings, or their low pocket pairs. And it's just, I like to realize my equity and be floptimistic, like they can do it, but I know that I can outplay them post flop, especially in position. So we,
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So we limp behind, but then the small blind raises up to 2,500. Which is like, okay, whatever. But I mean, hey.
No, you're still in position with a great hand.
Yep, exactly. We're still let's see a flop. So I go ahead and snap call. Take a second to breathe, Laurel. It's fine. Anyways, we get a gorgeous flop. I almost peed my pants. With 6 of diamonds, 7 of spades, 9 of diamonds. So we've got like the full goose bozo nuts. And if for some crazy reason we need to improve, we've got a parachute with a straight flush draw. So, yeah. So he just rips.
Okay.
The small blind just is like, all right, I'm done with this hand. Let's just grip and rip, baby. And then this call behind is super weird, because it's not like he has a whole lot, but he takes a sip of his beer first. So
he literally said, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. So I'm like, well, they both like their hand. Let's get value when we flop this strong. So we just grip and rip as well. For 24K. And then, he's like, well, I'm already in this and not done with my beer. So small blind has ace of hearts, queen of spades, and the middle position had ace of diamonds and 9 of hearts. So it kind of makes sense, but 10 of hearts turned and the 4 of clubs on the river. So we held beautifully. Not that we were worried about too much.
The Orleans, I tell you.
I love the sardines. Thank you. Come again.
Nice hand.
Thanks. However,
The table broke shortly thereafter, and the curse of broken tables tends to happen to me. So, say la vie.
But for some reason, you really know how to play a slot machine.
Gotta feel it, man. You gotta feel the slot machine's energy. I don't know. I have no idea. It's the only way we have a bankroll still.
So while you were swimming with the sardines, I had a friend come visit, and we took her to Flight Club, which is in Venetian, which is actually really fun and affordable for Vegas.
Okay.
It's like $20 and you get $20 a person and you get an hour and a half.
Oh.
The drinks are actually not bad either.
Okay.
And just don't get the mini tacos.
They're very mini.
They are like Barbie size.
Oh.
Just want to show that I'm competitive in all areas.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I like to shove it in their faces. And Dennis thought that he, for some reason, could beat me at any game.
Silly boy.
He matches my energy so well.
Yeah, no, it's great.
But did I let him have it for very long? No, ma'am.
No. It's kind of like me
Look at
with
him.
a big stack.
Look at
him. Get out of here.
I won.
Yeah,
I win.
obviously.
And then they wanted to play cash at the win. And I was dead with poker.
Yeah.
So I tried slots, which you helped me find the right ones. But I was getting crushed until I found this, whatever the hell this
the Firelink
one, which was amazing and awesome. And
Meteor
it got
showers
me
and,
up $40 for the night.
Beautiful.
So after I got up, I immediately went and sat behind Dennis playing poker. And I was like, I'm the girlfriend today.
Yeah.
I'm not spending any more money.
What's going on? Oh. Did you win? Did you win, babe?
Yeah. Okay, this is a good place to talk about mindset.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
Better today. We were not good. So it's been a rough one since the end of WSOP for me, basically. I have had a couple of cashes, but it was a huge grind just to get those. And it's been just a bunch of bricks and a bunch of really gross ways.
You pulled out of this last one fast, though.
I did. I am pretty proud of myself.
How did you manage that?
Talking through everything with Derek quite a bit. I journaled, really just leaning into my own timeline and just like I say constantly, I'm not trying to force anything, and I don't feel like I am, but at the same time I'm just I should be blah 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 or whatever, and just understanding that there is no shoulds or have tos or anything like that, and just that this is all a part of the journey. It all is going in my toolbox to be used at another time.
Mindset is conservatively half the battle. It's the same old story. You only remember the negative parts. You have to remind yourself that there are positives, which is where bankroll trackers come in handy.
Yes. And
remember, I did
significant others.
And significant others that are I was at your final table, dummy.
Wait, what final table? I was at a final table? Yeah. From a psychological perspective, I remember several years ago reading that for every negative that either happens to us or negative thing that we say about ourselves, you need 5 positives to counteract that negative. So all of the bad self-talk that you would do in order to diffuse that and make that go away, for each one that you say, you have to come up with 5 counteracting positives.
That's crazy.
And that's just the way that our brains are wired and how we experience the world.
If you journal, write down a win
and talk about what felt good about that win? What hand did you play exceptional? What feelings did you have during the roller coasters of feelings that you probably will have throughout the course of the tournament? Don't let that slip by before hopping into the next tournament where you're going to get obliterated and those get taken out of your memory bank.
So you ready to get hurt again?
Not this week. I actually have a lot going on, but yes,
That's good.
I normally would be. Yeah, because that's the whole other side of poker, is being able to have other interests and hobbies that don't, consume us.
Especially at our age. Like if we were in our 20s, maybe.
We're old, guys.
We have kids in their 20s. They can do that.
Yeah.
And we will go on hikes and we will go out with friends. So, yeah. We're going to get hurt again soon. And that's okay.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It's important to remember that poker is fun.
Yeah.
That's why we started playing this in the first place. This is what we signed up for. And, we look at other people who have made it, and in our minds it's like, oh, it happened so quickly for them, but it didn't.
I always think about Chris Brewer.
Yeah
That always brings me back down.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
yeah
he's one of the best in the world, and that guy went through hell.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
It'll happen. And then he thinks, and then
he had to go and get an actual job.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. I don't want to fall that far. Sorry, Chris. I feel for you, man. We're not that desperate yet.
Not yet. No. We could do this.
Yeah.
We could do this. Yeah. So I liked that mindset talk. I think that was, spoiler alert, it's going to come in real handy for me in the future, in the next couple blocks.
Yeah. It's okay. This is why we take turns, You back me up when I'm going through it. I back you,
I'd like to say I would like us to both be winning at the same time, but then that would mean
really
that
cool.
Maybe there's a time where we're both losing, and that might be disastrous.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Because we need each other
Yeah.
to pick the other person up when one of us is like crying in tears because we
I don't
hate
cry,
this game.
but,
She doesn't cry.
I had wanted to cry.
I'm telling you, it's very cathartic. Cry and let it out, and then you feel better, and then you can move on with your day.
I mean, we had a panic attack that led to crying, but that was mostly like my whole nervous system just completely freaking out. But that was mostly because I got ran off the road.
But that's why I'm saying you have to cry.
No, we just hop on the treadmill or whatever. So that's fine. We meditate. That's good.
Okay. Honestly, if you don't have a friend in poker to talk about these things with, and it's different than having a partner. Like I have Dennis, you have
Right.
Derek. Like,
Right.
yes, that's helpful. And it's super great having somebody that you share your life with to also understand what
Amazing.
you go through. But it's different when it's somebody who's on the same path as you
Yes.
and experiencing the same things as you.
Yes.
It's so helpful to have that person to help pick you up when it is needed.
Ethel to my Lucy.
Yeah. That's us.
Yeah, it gets better.
It does get better. Sometimes it gets a little worse first.
That's okay.
But it can't be forever.
It makes the better better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Good luck at the tables. Purposeful Poker. How dare you! I didn't have anything!